Welcome, Samriddhi, to the show. Thanks for
Thank you.
joining us today.
Yeah, hi Manmeet. Thank you so much for inviting me.
My pleasure.
Mhm,
So, Samriddhi, could you give us a brief overview
mhm.
of what you're doing right now and what that role entails?
Okay, so currently I'm working as a senior software engineer with Microsoft. I'm
Mhm.
located at Redmond, USA, at their head office. And as my job title says, I'm a software developer. I work in the Windows team
Okay.
currently.
Mhm.
And yeah, like it's a lot of troubleshooting, debugging, and new enhancements. So that's my current job title and work that I'm currently doing here.
Nice.
Mhm,
Thanks. In terms of your personal journey, what
mhm.
steps did you take in your life to land into this role? Could you give us an overview of that?
Okay, so I did my engineering in computer science from Manipal Institute of Technology, MIT Manipal.
Hmm.
That was in year 2008, so it's a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And after that, this is not my first company, so I've been here for past 6 years, I guess.
Hmm.
And before that, I have had stints at several companies for a couple of years. So I've been in industry for like since 2008 onwards.
Hmm.
And being an engineer, being from computer science background, so yeah, I've been doing software oriented roles and mostly development work. So that's pretty much what I've done. And definitely there was a struggle in my initial days of career where I was considering if I should be doing a master's or doing some changing profiles and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I think I'm pretty much settled in current role and profile and doing justice to my degree and the work job title.
Hmm. So, in terms of getting into Microsoft, was that an
Mhm.
easy move or?
Well, I don't know it's easy, but I've changed companies, I've changed cities, I've changed countries.
Mm,
So everything happened gradually, smoothly, and it was never my life's aim to, you know, target a company or be there in this profile. But I just did whatever was the best possible option at that particular time, and then it landed me here. So I started
mhm,
my career with an internship at Broadcom. That was the college 6 months project. And then I landed with a job in TCS. And then I changed into a company called NDS, which later on got acquired by Cisco.
mhm,
And this all happened in Bangalore. And then I moved to Hyderabad. And there because I was changing city and the NDS, or sorry, the Cisco did not have any openings in Hyderabad. So I had to
mhm,
change my company again. And then I landed with a job in a company called Progress Software. And then we decided to move our country. And then I came here and then gave interviews, and this was my final job here. So
mhm.
it's been smooth for me mostly, but yeah, I've had my fair share of changes, and that led to my growth as well.
Nice.
Mhm,
That's interesting to hear. So,
mhm,
if someone is looking to make a
mhm,
move or a career in
mhm,
software development,
mhm.
could you give us an idea of what steps they can take in their journey to land a role in software development?
Well, first and foremost thing is you need to have a bachelor's degree or some kind of engineering based experience over there. Or even if you're a fresher, i'm I'm from computer science background, but I've seen people even from different
Hmm.
engineering streams coming into software jobs. So I don't think that's a blocker. It definitely makes your life easier if you're from computers or IT or related fields, to land into a software job. But it's not a blocker. I mean, finally, it's about how you deal with the interview, and if you're targeting the right role,
Hmm.
if there's an opening, and if you are targeting the right role according to your profile and doing justice in the interview. Being a fresher, if you're getting picked out of college,
Hmm.
uh, it's a little easier as compared to if you have an experience in some other domain and then completely changing your domain or your job stream. So there's not one single answer for this. It totally depends upon where you are right now and what you're targeting, which role you're targeting to get into. But I won't not say that anything could be a blocker, and you will always have some way around to find something which you really are interested into.
So, if somebody has to choose, like there are a lot of certifications,
Mm-hmm.
especially in programming languages, is there any basic minimum somebody should know to?
See, this industry is so fast changing, and especially with these newer things like ChatGPT and AI things
Mm.
coming into picture. I mean, it's getting a lot more easier
Mhm.
to get things done, to develop new things. So you don't really have to have something specific to, meet it. I mean, everybody could pick up some skill set and start
Mm.
working. At the same time, it's getting even more difficult because AI could do a lot of things for you. So,
Mm.
it's a double-edged sword, and this time it's very fast paced. It's changing at a very fast pace. And what I feel is, as long as you're updated and you
Mhm.
know what skill set you have and which profile you're targeting to, so there should be a match between the skill set and the profile. So that's all it takes. And finally, it's all your attitude and aptitude at the end of the day. If you're ready to learn
Mm.
new things, you will definitely learn and perform. So yeah,
Sure.
certifications do help. Engineering degrees do help. But
Mm.
at the same time, it's a lot about your aptitude and how you present your skill sets to the team that's trying to hire someone.
Understand. So, what does a typical day in your shoes look like? What are the tasks you do? How do you start your day? Could you give us a overview of that?
Well, I am an engineer and I'm also a mom. I'm a
Mhm.
working person. So there's a lot of things that have to fit into my routine. So
Mhm.
generally a typical work day for me, it starts around 9 in the morning. I try to wrap things up by 5 or 6 in the evening. And in between, I have to take care of my son and his classes and stuff like that. So I would generally come and with COVID and hybrid work environments, like, of course, everybody's working partially from home and
Mhm.
as long as they can, and then trying to fit it up to office. uh, I try to come to office as often as possible because I get some focus hours here better than what I do
Mm.
at home because I get distracted.
Mhm.
And my typical work day involves a lot of debugging, troubleshooting, newer enhancements. So I deal with a lot of code every day. So
Code in which
using
language?
it's generally C sharp and C++.
Mhm.
So I'm still, using the old legacy languages because I'm working on Windows currently.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
uh, yeah, so I would say around 60% of the time for me goes into debugging something or troubleshooting something, and then active coding at some point of time, and then there are a couple of meetings, and of course I'm in the office environment, and being a mom as well, so I have to fit in routines to take care of other important things at home.
So, in your role, what are some
Mhm.
of the things which you enjoy, and what are some of the challenges you face?
uh, the constant use of, like, I'm always trying to find a solution to some problem. So I'm in my brain and I'm always trying to fix something, or come up with a better, more optimized way of doing certain thing.
Mhm.
So that's interesting. At the same time, it's like you're always engaged with some thought or the other. So the good part is, yeah, you are using your brain all the time. I'm using my brain all the time trying to fix something or improve something, fix a customer pain point or make my debugging things better or whatever. But at the same time, you're always expected to do or learn new things, perform better. So
Mm.
these are the pros and cons of my job profile.
So, for your job, what are the typical skill sets that are required to be
uh,
successful in the role?
See, as I told you, I have changed companies, and
Mm.
every team, every product has their own, way of working and the
Mhm.
tools that they used,
Mhm.
that we use internally. So I think more than focusing on one specific tool or one specific coding language, uh, I think it's more about how eager you are to learn something new. If you can
Mm.
adapt to newer tools, newer technologies, newer
Mhm.
problems,
Mhm.
and it's a constant learning. So there's not one single tool, not one single
Mm.
thing that you master and then you are there. It's never that. It's a constant journey, and you're always upgrading, updating, learning. So
Mhm. Mhm. So, focus on principles and best practices rather than
pretty much,
sticking
yeah.
to.
So yeah, sticking to one tool. So yeah, focus on, like, and every team has its own culture. Every
Mm.
product has its own architecture and old, behavior or whatever. Like there has to be some reason because of which certain design was developed. So now understanding the whole history, understanding the concept around whatever you're trying to work on. So I know I'm talking in a very generic way, but it's not like one single thing and
It's
you
all,
land.
yeah.
It's always like you are adapting and you're changing.
Understand. To be adaptive and stick to
Right,
principles rather than
right,
tools, right?
right.
Right. So if you have to think back on your career
Mm-hmm.
journey,
Mm-hmm.
can you recollect any one particular advice which was given to you, which was very helpful in your career?
Well, plenty actually, but yeah, because you keep meeting interesting people and good people at
Mm-hmm.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, One of the most important career advices that I got, which I kind of follow
Mm-hmm.
religiously, is never be shy in discussing anything with your manager or your peers.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think that they are not there to help you or they are your, they're competing against you, that doesn't really take you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time I've always worked as part of team. Even though I've been an individual contributor most of the time, I've worked as part of the team, and having that good relationship or rapport with your manager and peers, that sense of confidence and support, that kind of helps. So everybody's at ease that you're not going to compete against them. You're with them, you're trying to solve a single problem, all of you together. So one good career advice that I got from one of my previous senior members of the team
Mm-hmm.
is okay, do your job, but also look out for what others could do to improve,
Mm-hmm.
and talk to your manager or talk to your peers if you are facing challenges in whatever way. So most of the time they do come out and help you out.
Nice, nice.
Mhm.
And if there is something you would like to share with the viewers, any advice,
Mhm.
career advice, what would that be?
Career advice. Okay, I mean,
Any
again, there
wisdom,
could be
words of wisdom from you for the watchers?
well, don't be afraid of trying new things. We have to make our hands dirty. Only when we
Mm-hmm.
try new things, you
Mm-hmm.
learn new stuff and come up. So yeah, it might be. I mean, it might be you're trying to change a job, so you have to go out there, face the interview. Don't be ashamed or shy that I don't know something, because everybody's learning here. And yeah, having that sense of confidence
Mm-hmm.
is something that keeps me going, and I would advise everyone, don't stay back. I mean, talk to people and don't be ashamed of anything.
Nice. So, in terms of what future
Mhm.
beholds for your industry and your area of profession, what do you see in coming years in terms of the growth opportunities or landscape, the changing landscape?
uh, well, this year has been extraordinarily fast paced, and
Mm,
everything's just changed. So it's a good question for, I don't know, CEOs level,
mm,
because yeah, nobody could actually foresee. Things are moving very fast, and everyone, whoever has been in industry for 1 year or 20 odd years, doesn't
mm,
make a difference. We all have to adapt.
mm,
And I mean, we have seen interviews from our industry leaders, and no one knows the future, of course, but we have to be adaptive, and things are just changing. I mean, everything, whatever was supposed to be a sci-fi, is happening right now in front of our eyes.
mm. Especially
So,
with AI, isn't it?
especially with AI. So, yeah,
So,
I'm talking everything in aspect to software, and how
mhm.
brilliant machines are getting these days. So, yeah,
So
that's
in your role, do you use AI or to help you?
well, at times, yeah, there are a lot of automations that are helping us, and
Mm,
things analyzing the previous data or previous kind of troubleshooting steps or previous
mm,
customer pain points. So yeah, definitely we are embedding AI everywhere, and even in our day-to-day development, we have a lot of small little bots trying to make things smoother and faster for us.
mm,
At times they break, and it's more of a pain than actually fixing things, but
mm,
the end result or the end goal is it's adding to our skill sets, and down the line is definitely gonna make things much more faster for the whole
mm,
setup. But as of now, yeah, things are just, everybody's just getting on, getting aboard on it, and you know there's a lot of things to learn and develop.
nice. Being a software developer,
Mm-hmm.
what is the work-life balance like? I think you have touched briefly upon it, but
Mm-hmm.
how do you manage work-life balance being a software developer and how easy it is or difficult
Well,
it is?
there are good days, good weeks, bad weeks. So most of
Mm,
the time it's good. I mean, I am at a space where I've gotten comfortable with the products that I own because
mm-hmm,
I've been with this product for several few years and I'm comfortable with the team. So there's a good rapport that I am enjoying right now. But of course, there are days when we have more number of issues or more, tougher issues to fix or tougher things to deliver or
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
deadlines. So there are good times and bad times, but most of the time it's generally good for me because and I'm an individual contributor, so I don't really have to manage other works. I can
mm-hmm,
plan my own schedule and get it done whenever I have time. So maybe I'll work late night or early morning whenever I have time. But generally that's not the requirement, and things go smooth between 9 to 5 kind of thing for me. So it depends like how much domain understanding you have
mm.
and where exactly you're standing right now, and issues will come, issues will always be there, but having that priority in mind that okay, this is there and this could be done tomorrow or not, so having that to make that call, and if you have something more important at work to be done. So but generally for me it's going good. I hope it stays that way, and hope for everyone, every engineer enjoys that work life balance.
Thank you. Thank you,
Mhm.
Samriddhi, so much. It was a
Yep.
pleasure having you on the show and
Yeah.
great hearing your insights. Thank you.
Okay, thanks Manpit. Thank you, bye bye.